Luke, I am your father. Oh, wait, sorry, wrong title.
Hey, James, pleasure to have you here as always. Welcome back, everybody, to the Gamers Grotto. Tonight, I figured we'd play this. It's called I Am Your President. It's basically a U.S. president simulator, but it doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's really funny, and I think we're going to have a blast with it. I've been loving it. It's a lot of fun. And I feel like it applies to what's going on in the world today. A lot of the humor in this is stuff that, President Trump has actually been doing. So it's right up today's alley, that's for sure. So we're gonna hop right into this right now. Let's play I Am Your President on the PS5. Okay, so we only have one scenario so far. Choose scenario, make America great again. There are many challenges ahead, Mr. President. Please watch your step. You'll either die a covfefe or rule long enough to make America Ozdmsfafuthemafuta again. I'm assuming that, well, covfefe is a reference to, Trump said that once in a tweet. I'm assuming that the bottom one is something he did too. I mean, he called his wife Melania. I remember the one time he's like, "Happy birthday, Melanie," and everybody's like, "Who the fuck is Melanie?" He doesn't even know his wife's name. All right. Anyway, we're gonna hop right into this right now. Let's do it.
I didn't like the look of the very first president I saw. Well, surely you know this kind of people that kept saying, if you don't like it, do better. So, yeah, I was the kind of kid to answer, challenge accepted. Nevertheless, I didn't know I would have to do better again so quickly. But here it was, the thought that if I were president back then, I would have worn a helmet. Yet, growing up, I realized that helmets do not always protect people from dying, but that I would. I also got to know that choosing the right confidant of your secrets is really important, and that mine would have been a locked diary. Time has passed, I got married, and if life has taught me anything about marriage, it's that you should never get married to that man. Back in the day, it was all like a game about doing better than my predecessors. But times got harder, darker, and I thought, maybe instead of trying to win the challenge, I could at least try not to lose. I was full of doubts. What would I do? Would I be able to save people, or would I only make everything worse? You can never be sure. Well, almost never. What I'm sure of is that I would never have left you, Oppie. Good job, little one. Now you can rest. But I was not done yet. I no longer wished for would and wouldn't. I wanted the choice between do and don't. And I finally received that choice. Do you know what I would do differently if I was the president right now? Nothing. And you know why? Because now I am your president.
All right, here we go. To the new president. Hello, Mr. President. It's strange to use this title for someone other than myself. However, if you are reading this, you just won the election and became my successor. So, let me welcome you to the White House. The note you're reading now is just one of many I've left for the next president to continue my legacy and learn the nuances of governing. Of course, you can decide to do this on your own. We will do the tutorial. But it would be so much better if we worked together, so let me show you around your office. A desk, couches, some furniture, and a door. It is through this cursed door that all the world's troubles come. Let's try it out.
I gotta be honest, I thought you were gonna be Trump and the game was gonna make fun of his choices.
No, it does. It's very much a anti-Trump game. You will have visitors every day. Every day. Some need your advice, while others want you to make decisions. Your position requires listening to all of them, but how you solve their problems is entirely up to you. Remember, your choice will have short and long-term consequences. All right. Chief of Staff. Hello, Mr. President. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the White House. I'm sure that your presidency will be great for America. And so am I? What does that mean? That's a weird response. Thank you for your kind words, okay? Fantastic. I just hope that we will get along and the cooperation will bear fruit. It may take some time to adjust, so please do not hurry. We have a lot of time. So I got two choices. I see, I will do what's best for my country, or I am here to protect my citizens. I will try my best. Let's do the first one. All right, we have to start working. First thing we should do is to establish a party line so that both the government and citizens can get accustomed to your values and principles. I understand. The critical issue is your political party. How would you like to conduct your own politics? I want to run my party. I know perfectly well what party I belong to. Can you help me somehow? I know perfectly well. We're gonna make this a Trump simulator. I am a Republican. Great. We'll still need you to answer a few questions to determine your political views. No problem. I love how they're all cardboard. Who's this guy? Morning, Mr. President. I'm here to help you. Please try to answer as many questions as possible so that we can present a consistent image to the public. There are no wrong answers. Are you ready? Yes, fantastic. Here we go. The first question is, should gun control laws be more or less strict? All right. Everyone should be able to protect themselves with a gun. Stricter gun control laws would reduce the number of mass shooting incidents. I don't know. Stricter, or everyone should be able to. How do you feel about the number of voting representatives? It should be high enough to be diversified. Less is better. Big government means big expenses and ineffectiveness. I don't have an opinion. Should all education be free for everyone? No, only the best students should be rewarded with scholarships. Doing otherwise would lower educational standards. Thank you very much. Yes, everyone has a right to be educated. I don't know. No, only the best students should be rewarded with scholarships. Doing otherwise would lower educational standards. I'm just picking choices or answers that Trump would do, I feel. Do you think that minimum wage should be increased? No, this would hurt businesses. Which president inspires you? Neither. Ronald. I would say with Trump it would be Nixon. Neither of these. Do you agree that minorities are underrepresented in pop culture? Yes, representation. Yes, representation matters. No, this is political correctness. How do you feel about the military expenditure? It should be increased. More power. Should we expand visa waiver programs? No, the U.S. priority is to take care of Americans. Do you believe that climate change is caused mostly by human activities? He would not say either of these. Oh wait, no, he would probably. No, this is happening due to natural changes in the environment. That's it, Mr. President. I will pass your answers to the campaign staff, and after the short analysis, they will propose the best way to present your views to the world. Chief of Staff will come to you with the results right away. He'd better do it.
You should restream this in the future and do Dale Run doing the voice.
I'll do a Dale for one of the characters for you, okay? This is this guy again. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you for answering questions. We will subject them to analysis and present them on the political compass. And where can I see them? Oh, it'll take some time. Perhaps tomorrow or after tomorrow. Is there something else? Yes, there are more things. Please look at this. This is a standard procedure, but it will put things in order. I brought a short questionnaire. Inside it, there are some notes from your past essential memos, but also questions about the plans and future.
Someone with sunglasses.
Please fulfill it carefully, sir. If I have to. Mr. President's private notes. Look at this. How fantastic. I wonder where the porn is. I will be serious. Protected? He looks like a jackass wearing that helmet. Can I do all three? No. Serious. Identity. Here we go. Okay, you ready for this? My name? I'm gonna tell you my name, okay, guys? My name is Ronald. There we go. That's my name. Ronald K. Dump. Don't wear it out, okay? That's my name. Wife Sarah, relentless woman of Russian origin. Yeah, see, this is so Trump related. This entire game is so Trump. It's like so in your face Trump. Wife Sarah, relentless woman of Russian origin, brought Cold War dynamics into the president's marriage. Daughter Eleanor, a party animal, can be easily spotted in various nightclubs. Daughter Alyssa, president's older daughter, wife of Chester, runs a very popular blog. So these are mixed up. So this is essentially Trump's two sons, but they listed them as daughters because otherwise it would just be two in your face. Son-in-law Chester, Alyssa's husband, black sheep of the family. So that would be the daughter. The favorite child. Let's do Alyssa because they run a very popular blog. Presidential pet? Ralph the penguin, Stephen the tortoise, Margaret the shark. The shark. If you were about to die, what would be your last words? Finally! $15 and I will press that red button. What? Yeah, $15. If you were about to play Russian roulette, what would be your strategy? Spin, pull the trigger, win. I would have an exit strategy. Yeah. There is a last slice of pizza and 4 people wanting to eat it. What slice of pizza? What grease on my mouth? Yeah. There is a new secretary in the Oval Office. Hello, Juliet. Let me show you around. Jill, Jane, Janet, I don't care. I will call you Becky. A very young, promising lady has given you a note with her private number. I bet my wife wouldn't be pleased, so I better throw it out. Where is my phone? 553. Yes. Areas of interest. Know your business. We live in it. Invest, harvest, repeat. Aim for the sky. Climb the ladder. Shake right hands. Aim for the sky. Vice President's assignments. Friendship is power. You better watch out. Friendship is power. The ups and downs. Oh. Oh, jeez. What is this? The exhibition of the president's old books opening soon. Some find their childhood notes embarrassing, while others enjoy ruminating about the good old days. Our president must belong to the latter, since his first books will now be exhibited in the White House. Among them, one can find hidden gems, like the President's Encyclopedia, with the President's own drawings in the margins. The President commented, "I used to give the President's mustache or crooked teeth," says the President. "I don't feel guilty, though, because I valued my freedom about everything else. When my parents found out about this little sin, I simply replied, 'Mom, Dad, let me create my own president.' Little did I know that I would become one myself." Or, "Already then I felt like I knew what's best for our country, so I just took the pencil and gave certain presidents whiskers or a long beard. I wished to be the president so badly that I even drew myself on the last page. I'm not going to apologize for that. Those were my books, after all." Both of these are stupid. All right. Sure. This is so weird. The incident in the politics club at the Harvard University. One of the most promising students and the chairman of the politics club had to deal with a disturbing behavior during the last night's events. In the middle of the debate, one of the participants departed from the question and started sharing his radical, most racist opinions. The chairman took up the reins and redirected the conversation back on the right track. The chairman did not intervene and later on explained that it was a debate and he is all for a free speech. Yeah. The president's inauguration under protection. By the way, the reason I chose that is because I'm trying to literally make this I'm going to see if I'm going to make all these choices like Trump would, and I'm going to see how long I can keep this presidency going. That's my plan for this stream. We're going to see how long we can stay in presidency without being impeached. I'm just going to make all the weirdest choices and basically play this like the game it is. The president's obsession with his head protection has been a hot topic these last few weeks. Will he set a precedent, and will we all see the president taking his oath in a helmet? Most likely, as the comments he made paint him as a man of unflinching resolve. "I am the leader of this nation," he said. "I do not see why I should bend under pressure and resign from the head protection. You can never know what's going to happen." All right. Or, "I think that every citizen, including me, should be allowed to wear whatever and wherever they like. So why shouldn't I protect myself from the potential disaster?" All right. We'll do that one. Wear whatever, wherever they like. Dan Williams diagnosed with brain aneurysm. I feel like this game was not made by Americans. I feel like this game was made by probably a European company, because I noticed that there is a lot of spelling issues here and there, but majority of it is actually really well done. Anyway, Dan Williams was diagnosed with a brain aneurysm. What will his vice president do? Since Dan Williams is currently unable to govern due to his poor medical condition, the eyes of the world are on the vice president. Now he's the number one in the USA. Given the political past of the vice president, Americans may start to wonder what will happen next. He is widely known from centralizing the power and keeping both his enemies and friends close. His new prerogatives may come in handy pretty soon. Or, the vice president is known to entrust his subordinates with equal parts autonomy and responsibility. And most experts agree that he will probably not use this opportunity to seize and centralize political power. Yeah. We're done. Okay. Great, let's see if there's still one more thing we have to take care of before proceeding. The promises you made during campaign. Let's pick a few things. Let's pick a few you think we could deliver on. Okay. Once elected, I vowed to. Every president carries the burden of his own words. What were the promises that launched your presidency? What will you try to accomplish during these 4 years? Well, of course, we're going to build the wall. Build a wall, build a great wall on our southern border to stop illegal immigrants. Give your votes to a sense of security and build the biggest wall since China built theirs. What is this one? Mission to Mars? Solve opioid crisis? New war on terror? Urgent reform of policing? Strict gun control? Now I think build the wall works. Now you have to pick 3 minor goals. So universally loved. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to read that. President of law and order, high and mighty, anti-crisis response, consistently high-tech, unparalleled diplomacy. Universally loved, high and mighty, consistently high-tech. There we go. Your advisors will keep track of all of your promises so that you can check on them from time to time and find out what remains to be done. The highlighted... Oh. Here, you can see your progress in fulfilling promises and read their descriptions. Not fulfilling your election promises will make it much more difficult for you to win the election. The second type of task is quests. You can receive rewards for completing them or push forward other tasks or goals. These are the quests. Each includes a set of goals. Sometimes there is a time limit, reward, and punishment. Be sure to complete tasks in time so you won't suffer afterward. Here's the task I've given you. Please read it and try to complete it. It's not difficult at all, and I believe in you. But first, let's finish the conversation. Okay. That was a busy day, Mr. President. It's only the beginning. Now I'll give you some time to settle down. You must gain strength since we have much to do during your presidency. All right. My choices are, thank you, I would love to get some rest. I appreciate your help. Yes, you may leave. I still love that they're cardboard cutouts. I find that so funny. And that's it for the day, I guess. End the day. Okay, good job, Mr. President. It is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. You don't have to worry about trying everything right away. Let's turn off the lights. That's it for today. There will be plenty more opportunities. Just keep calm and do your job. Good luck. What is that flashing? How people see me. All right. This is my quote. Ronald K. Dump's quote. U.S. citizens have voted me into this office to address the illegal immigration. It's time to build the wall. All right. How they see me. I'm a huge fan. Given the current trajectory, U.S. exports might start to rival those of China once again. Jack, Nebraska? Missouri? Why do they have fucking names of states as their last name? All right. Yeah, okay, I know where this is going. If you want someone to get excited about this old fart, why don't you go visit a retirement home instead? Anti-MAGA? Sad sight. I can't bear to watch the news anymore. Seeing other politicians run circles around him is pathetic. So I have only one fan, it looks like. I haven't even started yet, and already I have people hating me. This is great. This is fantastic. All right. That's you again. Sir, have you seen the news today? Billy Putrid claims that Mandy Lane staged the whole assault. He said she wasn't even pregnant when he allegedly attacked her. Are you talking about this notorious celebrity divorce? Billy Putrid was a so-so punk rocker and mediocre actor, and that girl Mandy Lane was in literally 2 low-budget horror movies. Boring. What? Say what? I don't care about this specific TV series. Please go somewhere else. Talk to some plant or something. I'm busy being the most important person on the planet. Yeah, that's good. It's not a TV show. It's real life. These people are getting through a hell of a divorce. And we can watch it live online all the time. Isn't it exciting? What does this have to do with anything? Not even a bit. Now go and leave me alone. I'm not ready for yet another distraction. You may be right, but do we have time to talk about some C-list celebrities when the whole world is collapsing? Yeah.
What's next? There's gonna Mr. President. Did you hear Charles Dirk was killed today during his speech?
Oh, just wait. Oh, just wait, James. Oh, God, this game gets crazy. You can bring in so many stupid laws. One of the laws I brought in when I was playing this earlier was that all Americans have to at least be abducted by aliens and anal probed at least once in their life, or they await execution. This game does not take itself seriously. It's a fantastic game. Hello? That's you again. You must be very bored. Let's get down to business. To defeat the haters, we have a great 4 years ahead of us, and if we don't screw anything up, the following 4 will too. Exactly, dude. However, it would be worthwhile to start doing something. Have you thought about changes in our great country that you would like to implement? Yes, I already have some ideas. Great. I have an idea of how we could start making this a reality. Okay, so tell me. You can't be passive if you want to win people's hearts. You have to act. Preferably change something or introduce something great. We will then use your name, add a word, and that's it. Making history. What do you suggest? Oh no, it's more a question of what you suggest, and we will implement it. I have some documents for you. I'm sure you'll find something interesting. Any advice? Yes. Remember that nothing is free. Investments cost money, so don't drive the country into ruin. Because instead of improving the situation, you will only ruin it. Also, try to make decisions that will improve the country. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Well, I think that's it. Would you like to review the documents now? Yes, and then give me a break. This is fantastic. I don't know what I'm looking at, so go fuck yourselves. I don't know what I'm doing here. Changes. Law enforcement. Let's bring up law enforcement. I think that's what I'm doing. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Public infrastructure, exports, imports, espionage. Ooh. War expenditure. Military industry. War expenditure. All right. And that's it. I think that's it. We're done for the day. New message has arrived in your inbox. Hold on, checking my email. Good morning, Mr. President. The law non-interventionalist wage policy is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself with it? Sure. It's an interesting idea. Please send me the relevant documents. Understood. I already know about that. Yeah, okay. Non-interventionalist wage policy by the authority vested in me as President of the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America. It is hereby ordered as follows. I highly encourage all of the states in the U.S. to deregulate the minimum wage policy. This will help fight unemployment and kickstart the economy. That sounds good. You gotta put down my signature. Gotta make it as legible as possible. Look at that. It's a fantastic signature. Look at it's one of the best signatures you'll ever see. Look at that. It's fantastic. Look. It's like connect the dots, I'm telling you. Alright, put that down. Okay. I agree. Let's do this. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Perfect. I love this game, man. It's so good. I don't know who made this, but hats off to them because they did a fantastic job. You also get to fly in Air Force One, which I think is pretty cool. Later on in the game. Mr. President, I'm afraid that we're screwed. By who? Shit, by who? We currently have an epidemic of affluenza. It's awful. Hundreds of rich people suffer from its symptoms. What the fuck is affluenza? Affluenza is the inability of an individual to understand the consequences of their actions because of their social status and economic privilege. I don't think that's what that means. Can you simplify it for me? This is so stupid. Oh my god. What? Can you simplify it for me? I get it, but what are the dangers of it? Maybe we should just let the rich act how they want to. Simplify it. Rich assholes do stupid and dangerous. Oh my god. I can't with this game. It's so crazy. Rich assholes do stupid and dangerous shit and think they can get away with this because they're rich assholes. That's your simplification? Okay. Alright. Oh, but why should we be scared of this epidemic? Theoretically, it shouldn't be scary because we're pretty rich. But poor people are getting mad and dangerous, and that is never a good thing. We don't want any revolutions here in the US. I agree. Poor people should stop lecturing us. We're wealthy and well-educated and simply better than them. Okay, that's that one. Or I agree. We should do something to cure this epidemic and decrease the number of rich assholes. Yeah. What is your plan, Mr. President? We should build a new prison system for those poor who hate the rich the most. It won't be cheap, but we must do anything we can to make rich assholes like ourselves feel safe and privileged. Now I'll hit Screecher to announce this. Screecher is basically Twitter, or Truth Social. Sounds good. Let's do it. Bye-bye, cardboard cutout. This is our Truth Social. I love how his his bookmarks are how to talk like you seem smart, DIY nuke, yellow tube, politics for dummies, film flicks, how to attach a toupee. Apparently he's looked this up twice. MeTube and President Studio. All right. So we got multiple responses here. What is your screech going to be? Serious? We'll look at all of these and pick the best one. Poor people should go to prison. Simple as that. That's crazy. Funny response. A poor kid goes to the doctor. You've got to help me. I'm dying. If you don't have the money, you're already dead to me, the doctor says. Outrageous response. All the poor should be put in the ground, if you ask me. Fucking weird. Wait, that's the outrageous response? So what the fuck is the weird response? Poverty is the true parent of the eternal void. What does that even... Okay. Oh, jeez. All of these are terrible. Let's just do this one. 35,000 people loved that? Well, the US is already fucked then. What is these response? I will buy as many guns as I can. Piff paff. Vote for me, I will be the new president. Muhahahaha. Of course, I will do everything so that my candidate will be chosen. Interesting. All right. And that's going to do it for the day. Looks like we're done. Definitely need to improve the economy. It's pretty low. Oh, it's you again.
It's just me tonight, not sure where Stu and everyone else is.
Stu is probably going to join later. Mr. President, it's come to my attention that you are entirely neglecting international relations. Excuse me, and how was I supposed to take care of them? I've been busy. Nowhere to burn, after all. What? Nowhere to burn? What does that mean? I feel like that's badly, translated. You could have asked. I'd be happy to help. In that case, what can I do? React, gain influence, invest, and intervene. You even have access to a nuclear suitcase. However, I don't recommend this particular one. This case caught my attention. Please start calmly. We want to wait to roll out big guns. Over time, we will be able to afford more and more. The projects you run can open up many opportunities. So if you want to go wild and show who's boss here, keep that in mind. Sure, give me that map. You'll be all proud of me. I think this is where we start. Yeah, this is where we start doing our buying of places. Not buying per se, you know what I mean. Trade negotiations. So let's see. Who is up for negotiation? What place is that? Guatemala. All right. Let's just do a lot of trade negotiations right now. Get as many off as we can. Some of these are forbidden until later on.
Here.
Hey, buddy! How you doing, man? Oh, I wish I could have you on mic for this. I would have you make the choices for me. We're having a blast with this so far. This game is brilliant. You down to go on mic? You can be my Secretary of State.
This looks like the Shadow President game.
No. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Trust me. You'll see. It's nothing like it. You're just... Keep watching. I think you joined...
Unfortunately can't right now. I'll explain later.
Oh. Are you able to at least stay and watch a bit? Oh, that's... I didn't realize I didn't have any more points. Alright. So we're going to end the day on that.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Oh. Somebody has an issue in China. We managed to locate one of the last remaining members of Al-Qaeda hiding in China. Demand his immediate release. What? Have him captured by the U.S. Special Forces? Why would we even bother with Al-Qaeda at this point? I say... Oh, good. Another day, another great success of our boys. The task was completed successfully. Fantastical. I already know about these. Stop it, tutorial. I'm gonna slap you silly. Oh, wait. I have more negotiation points. I should use these before I leave that map, actually. Quiet, you goddamn fucking... Alright. Trade deal with Colombia. We're just going to do as many trade deals as possible because it brings in a lot of money. And that's it for now. Alright. Who's at the door? Morning, Mr. President. How are you feeling today? As good as ever. Wonderful. We have quite an important matter to discuss today, so I'm glad to see you in top shape. Is that so? It's time to start working on your public image, sir, especially in the context of your re-election. What? But that's still 3 whole years away. That's true, Mr. President, but your case is quite special because your predecessor was forced to drop his candidacy just months before the elections. You sort of inherited his campaign, skipping several major steps in the process. Okay, that makes sense. According to our research, most people do not have a strong opinion about you yet. We'd like to take this opportunity and start working on building your image and re-election strategy before sensationalist media outlets beat us to it. I think it might be too late for that. Well, I'm sure that despite having been in the office for no more than a year, you've already had numerous...
Research is wrong, LOL.
What? This is not accurate. This game is not accurate, Stu. It's a parody. This is not an actual simulator. It's a comedy game. You'll see what I mean as we progress. Dude, you can make laws into effect where you have to force Americans to get anal probed. I mean, this game is not serious. Well, I'm sure that despite having been in the office for no more than a year, you've already had numerous criticism leveraged against you, Mr. President. Uh-huh. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's only going to get worse. In this day and age, nobody goes through an election cycle with their reputation untarnished. What we're hoping to achieve is to get in front of these attacks. How? By showing the people what kind of person you really are. Of course, the campaign is just one small piece of the puzzle, but more people will vote for you if they feel that you share their values. I see. So what exactly do you need from me? I just want you to answer a few questions about the campaign, Mr. President. We need to make sure it's aligned with your particular sensibilities. I'm not sensible, so that's not gonna happen. Okay, sounds simple enough. Of course. Just one last thing. Please do not feel obliged to display every possible virtue. Not only will it dilute our message, but it might also be used against you if, for any reason, you fail to live up to the standard you set for yourself. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's start with your identity as a politician, sir. As a leader, what emotion would you like to inspire in your constituents? Excitement. I want to spark hope for a better future in the hearts of the disillusioned with today's America. The change is upon us. Confidence. We live in crazy times, and people hate it when someone shakes the boat too hard. I'd rather just focus on the issues, to be honest. It's too early to gamble with people's expectations, and who knows where this presidency will take me. The change is upon us. Make America great again. Blah, blah, blah. I see. Now, there are several sentiments prevalent in our public discourse, and I'd like you to let me know how much of a priority they are for you, Mr. President. First, as you certainly know, there is a growing distrust towards our institutions, which are often believed to undermine the rights and freedoms of regular citizens. Would you like to lean on such libertarian sentiments? Yes, I'm quite passionate about draining the swamp. It's not something I oppose personally, but I'm not sure if it's the most pressing issue out there. Attacking the institutions I'm managing? Talk about cutting the branch you're sitting on. On the other hand, many Americans believe that there are many more immediate threats, both foreign and domestic, putting our nation at risk. This demographic would typically like to see their leader express a stronger stance on matters of order and security. Rightly so. I consider keeping my people safe to be my biggest responsibility. I'm certainly going to address these issues, but I don't want fear to define my political message. I don't think that's a good idea. I'd rather focus on the root cause than address the surface level symptoms. Okay, let's see. Neither of these. We're trying to simulate, Stu, in case you don't understand what I'm doing here, I'm trying to simulate Trump. So for this stream, I'm going to see how long before I get impeached. That's what we're doing here. We're basically creating a second Donald J. Trump in this game. And I'm going to just fuck up everything, and we're going to see how long before I get impeached, if I get impeached.
The first one.
Oh, no, I did the last one because I don't care about anything. Next, we needed to consider how much emphasis we want to put on national pride and prosperity. American exceptionalism is still a prevalent sentiment, after all. Hell, yet no success story in the world can rival our own. I'm not against some political reinforcement, but let's not turn my presidential campaign into a corporate circle jerk. I'd rather not capitalize on these feelings. Let's keep capitalism propaganda out of my campaign. What do you think? I think the first one, because he's so conceited. Whoa, what? Oh, okay. Noted. Now, let's see here. A growing percentage of this population is becoming more aware of progressive policies, popular in other developed nations. Issues such as climate change, social safety net, and technological advancement are discussed over a dinner table much more frequently than in the past. Would you like us to include them in your platform? Absolutely. If we do not hop on that train, the U.S. is bound to be left behind. Sure, though let's not make it a huge deal. There are matters much more urgent we need to address first. No, thank you very much. This sounds like socialism to me. Yes. And last but not least, we need to talk about money. Unfortunately, fundraising is something we cannot overlook. Do you have any preference in that regard? Okay. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Numerous business people will line up to show me their support once they see how much my presidency has done for the U.S. economy. My party will take care of their number one guy. Well, I've always been a man of the people. Let's try to secure funding through individual donations. My party will take good care of their number one guy. I don't know. Numerous business people will line up to show me their support once they see how much my presidency has done for the U.S. economy. That is so something he would say. Yeah. And then, of course, it doesn't happen. Perfect. I think I've got all the info I need from you, Mr. President. Good. To be honest, I didn't expect such hard questions. Well, as I mentioned, the campaign is still in its infancy, so we need to know what to expect from you when drafting a strategy. I hope that you manage to uphold these beliefs. Otherwise, there might be some conflict between you and between the real you and your media persona. Me too, my friend. Me too. I wouldn't worry about that after all. I never lose. Later, cardboard cutout. This is what I mean by this game not being serious, too. It's just wait until you see the craziness it gives. I love this game. It's whoever made this is a genius. That's all I'm saying. Fantastic game. Hey, this is game of the year for me. Just because I've played so far into it already on another save, and I could not stop laughing at some of the shit in this game. New map events. Oh, we got 2. Morocco. The government of Morocco is so preoccupied...
Films.
Oh, shut the fuck up. The government of Morocco is so preoccupied with internal conflicts that it effectively is non-functional. There's many games that game companies that I consider to be brilliant. I don't just pick one. We must help them stabilize before some sort of disaster occurs. It would make our relationship with Morocco open. And all they need is a little push that would make it hostile. I would say What's the other one? China? Was it China? Shit. Oh, there it is. We've received a tip that a particularly well-connected U.S. lobbyist has been arrested for possession of narcotics. That's fine. It was my drug dealer. Contact the local authorities immediately. I'm sure his superiors will be grateful if we help with his release. Sounds like a great opportunity to bring people like him down a peg. Offer our full cooperation. I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay. Now we've got some more shit we can buy, so we might as well make trade negotiations. We're gonna do Paraguay. I'm just gonna make trade negotiations with as many places as I can. And if it bankrupts us, so be it. Then it'll be like the real U.S. I will also be enacting tariffs on everybody, so that'll be a thing too. Once we start with the trade negotiations, we will be slapping tariffs on everybody. Oh, I'm out. I'm an idiot. I didn't look. I'm out of points. All right. Got an email. Good morning, Mr. President. The law removing conflict of interest clauses from lobbying legislations is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself with it?
Canada yet?
That's later on in the game. You can start wars. Yes, we haven't gotten there yet.
No.
Hello, Jacques Tukeen. I think I'm saying that right. Removing conflict of interest clauses from lobbying legislations. I, President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution, laws, blah, 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 blah. There's no rational reasoning behind not allowing lobbyists to apply for public functions. There's literally no difference between political pressure and economic pressure, and no politician is free of the former. Bearing that in mind, from now on, working for any company or group of influence can't stop anyone from working for the United States as well. Let me tell you something. This is fake news, I'm telling you. Look at this signature. Look at this. I'm telling you, this is the best signature in the world. Look at this. A fantastic signature. It's like connecting the dots, I'm telling you. Look at that. All right, anyway, put that away. We're going to reject this one. I disapprove. All right. What do you have to say?
Mr. President, I hope you have gotten used to this office already. There is some work ahead of us, or rather, cooperation.
What are you talking about?
Are you kidding me? Trump would 100% have signed that.
I don't care. Relax. This is why I wanted you on mic, you bloody annoying man.
Well, you have already appointed the entire cabinet of the United States, and by now they should be up and running with their new reality. Left alone, however, they may be ineffective.
My office ineffective? How dare you? It's a random bunch that the party suggested to me. You may be right. I agree. What do you suggest then? All right, my office ineffective? How dare you?
I suggest looking at them and gauging their moods. Check if they are motivated enough. Your decisions can affect their performance, so it's essential to keep it under control at all times.
Can I influence their effectiveness?
If they see that you are doing what they themselves believe in, they will stand behind you. That's pretty cynical, but shared interest brings people together best.
What if we don't agree?
well, then it would be better to steer them away. Control is a form of trust, so don't be afraid. A lousy advisor can be more harmful than help, and human nature is unpredictable.
I understand. I should be able to handle it.
I'm sure you will manage. Please keep my advice in mind.
Sure, buddy. Buddy? He sounds like a South Park character. Whatever, guy. Sure, buddy. Every leader needs a council, and cabinet members are here to do just that. Besides occupying a specific position, everyone has unique talents and preferences, which is something to keep in mind. From among the cabinet members, select close advisors. Only close advisors will affect the daily changes in statistics. Okay. That's me. Okay. What do we got here? Let's put you down here. I'm just gonna do this crazy stuff. Let's put you down there. You're making me money. Anyone in the green is gonna go next to me, okay? Like this one here. That's it? We're good. That's it. Fuck everyone else. Alright, well, what's going on here? I already did that. Fuck off. Alright, end the day. Give me a moment, I'm checking my email. Good morning, Mr. President. The law destigmatization of human genome modification research is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself with it? Sure, why not? Destigmatization of human genome modification research. Experimenting with the human genome, as well as all the research connected to that matter, will no longer be regulated at the federal level. I advise all the states to at least penalize all the crimes committed in that field if the crime was indeed a part of research or a scientific experiment. Let me just put down my John Doe. Right there. That's fantastic. Look at that. That's one of the best signatures you'll ever see, I'm telling you. Alright, let's accept. Cronenberg times ahead. As soon as our president decided that experimenting with the human genome would no longer be regulated on the federal level, I felt this sudden chill. I think I've seen the future, ladies and gentlemen. Way back in my teenage years, I was a fan of body horror movies. All of those terrifying mutants, depraved scientists, and their sickening agendas. Soon, we'll see it in our neighborhoods. Mark my words. Let me just point out my top places that I visit on the internet, okay? How to talk so you seem smart, okay? Look at that one there. DIY Nuke, Yellow Tube, Politics for Dummies, Film Flicks, How to Attach a Toupee, Snail Lightburr, I don't know what the hell that is, MeTube, and President Studio. Look at that. Look at all those wonderful links. Alright, anyway. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright. What do you got to say? Oh, somebody new. What a surprise. Sir, this is really serious. Thousands of game developers all around the country are now on strike. Why in the hell did this happen? Why do I care? Game development reality was always rather cruel, but when the wages stopped getting higher and you started putting game creators behind bars, it got serious really fast. Are you talking about those assholes, CEO, who made employees commit suicide? He deserved it. You're talking about this guy who created Flip the Bird? That game was dangerous? Do you mean those losers who wanted to do a game about me? My life is not a game.
Hey Hank, it's me, Dale Gribble. I should be the next president, not this rump guy.
James, my God. I'll do a voice for him soon, don't worry. I don't even know what to say here. These choices are all kind of shitty. My life is not a game. I'm sure it's not, but when people read about it, they instantly blamed you for all that's bad in game dev. That's terrible. How can we change that? Video game companies provide jobs to more than 250,000 people, so we must treat this seriously. Maybe some bill would help them in their struggle. You're right, I love games, but I won't meet those game developers' demands. Sorry, they need my help, and I won't fail them this time. I love games, but I won't meet those game developers' demands. Sorry. Games are stupid. Those people should find real jobs. That's all I've got to say. That's something he would say. That's something he has said. He doesn't like video games. He talked about in his first term about wanting to ban video games in the U.S., so I mean... There we go.
He would 100% say that.
Games are stupid? Oh, I know. Game developers on strike. More than 50,000 game developers were marching in Washington,
Just like
D.C.
he told people to stop buying dolls.
Yes. And don't forget, Stu, never take Tylenol, okay? Tylenol causes autism. Anyway, more than 50,000 game developers were marching in Washington, D.C. yesterday, demanding better legislation on workers' rights and anti-harassment laws. Pays are too low. Atmosphere is toxic in too many companies. And crunch takes away our evenings and weekends, said Tom from Unruly Puppy. And the worst of all, our president plays our games daily but doesn't give a fuck about us. Not a single fuck. That's correct. Why would I? You're a leech. Alright. And that's our end of day for today. We're doing good so far, let me tell you. We're doing fantastic. We're still not impeached. Oh, where was that? There we go. Some survivors of political coup in Burundi are hoping that we would allow them to set a government in exile here. Everything for freedom and justice. That makes them hostile, so that's a bad idea. Pretend to agree, but intercept and turn them over. This one, I think. We do not know enough about them to meddle with their affairs. What? They quoted me? We do not know enough to meddle with those internal affairs. Alright. Let's buy some places. What do we got? Do some trade deals here. Now, Canada we can't access yet for trade deals. That's like way later on that'll become a thing. Yeah, country relation with USA must be open to 3. Which a lot of these places are, as you can see. So there's only
at Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago. Well, you're not actually playing as Trump in this. There's like
8 weeks.
there's an opening cutscene at the beginning of the game. You're not actually playing as Trump. The president you're playing as is just like this random dude who used to be a video gamer but is now a president. I just named him, Ronald K. Dump because I'm special like that. All right. You want to see me ASAP, sir? What happened? You're telling me there are rumors that you've been a backstabbing bitch lately? What happened? You've tried to undermine my authority, so why shouldn't I just fire you right now? I don't think I understand. I've been nothing but your loyal worker and a trusted friend. Are you for real? I'm talking about Joe, our ambassador in Russia. Boris was trying to discredit Joe, used his media to make our guy look like some kind of lunatic. But I've said we won't budge. Joe has to stay, and you did what? I think I told someone that Joe is becoming a liability. You went to Secretary of State. You told him that I made a big mistake. Told him that I should have recalled Joe when Boris started the whole smearing thing. You stabbed me in the back. You told on me to none other than Secretary of State. What the hell was that? You have no right to undermine me in front of others. I know, I'm sorry. I should have told you this. Not like I go running my mouth. It's just, I mean, things would have been different if you'd recalled Joe weeks ago. So why don't you tell me what you think so I could, agree to disagree? Screecher is basically True Social, so this is probably what we're going to do. That was completely unacceptable. Don't do that ever again. Now get the fuck out. I just can't look at you. Fantastic. We're already destroying the White House. This is great. We're succeeding in exactly what I wanted to do. All right. Serious reply, funny reply, outrageous reply, or weird reply. We're going to check them all out and then pick the best one. How come in every job I've ever had, there was always some loser trying to stab me in the back and thinking they could do what I did but better? Is it a common thing? All right. Sometimes I wonder, did God create all these swindlers in his image? So many of them on this earth. Goddamn. I hate when some talentless moron tries to do my job for me. If looks could kill, I would never stop staring. What? I've been screwed over. The devil and God are raging inside me right now. So it looks like this game is randomly generated as well, because when I played the game under another save, I'm not getting all this shit that we're getting this time around. So I literally feel like all this text is randomly generated in this game, which actually makes this game very replayable. If looks could kill, I would never stop staring. That's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Like, these are all weird.
Also,
these are all.
What was the point in choosing a pet if you can't even see it? I wanna see the shark, damn it.
Oh, maybe you will later on, dude. I mean, there's one part in the game where you end up on Air Force One. I mean, the game takes you all over the place. $47 likes, 47,000 likes, 10,000 comments, 8,000 shares. I will buy as many guns as I can. Piff paff. Vote for me. I'll be the new president. Moo ha 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 ha. Of course, I will do everything so that my candidate will be chosen. All right. Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, is that it? Are we? I guess, yeah, we are done for the day. Nothing else to do.
That's gonna be you someday getting that many likes on your post.
Ah, I wish. Who is this?
Sir, I just discovered that China's quantum computer is at least 1 million times more potent than anything we have here in the United States.
But can it run Crisis? That's awesome. Can it run Crisis? Oh my god. Oh, this game. Get it, Run Crisis. Oh, this is brilliant. Should I be worried? I want one then. How much is it?
For sure, quantum computing is the future, and we're still stuck in the past.
Is the past that bad? Many things of the past were great. Dinosaurs, for example. Knights were somewhat cool, too.
Mr. President, this is a very serious matter, and you are...
That was just a joke, and you didn't get it, boo. Shame on you. This guy... No, it's not going anywhere. This conversation is going nowhere. Of course it is. Now get out of my office. I need a break. A quantum break, maybe. Okay, no more jokes. Telling me what to do to get ahead of China.
Invest more money in quantum computing research, focus more on that field, and start paying attention to what the scientists and engineers say. You know, future is nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, you're right. Well, as a country, can't lag. Let's put some of our chips there. Let's bet on the future. You're wrong. There is no future. Everything will end in the next decade. And our dying children won't need such a thing as quantum computers. Now get out of my office. I need a break. A quantum break, maybe. What does article mean? He's going to write an article? Oh. Okay. The quantum rage is on. Shortly after China launched what is allegedly the world's fastest programmable quantum computer, our president said the United States of America won't give up this race, which is far from over. Our country will invest much more money in the field of quantum computing, not only to try to win with China, but also to shape the future of our planet the way we Americans want it to be. Do I have... is that... I do... Okay, I have 5. Why was it not showing 5? That's weird. Alright, let's go about...
Which way do I want it to be /
How are you liking the game so far, Stu? I think this game is brilliant. Now, it didn't get really good reviews online on PlayStation, but apparently everywhere else it's doing really well, so I don't understand why. It almost feels like maybe a lot of people on PlayStation got angry because it made fun of Trump so much.
Seems good so far.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's really... I bought it on sale. It was dirt cheap. It was like... I think I paid like $5. It's on sale for the Christmas sales. Right now, there's Christmas sales going on PlayStation, and like everything's like 50% off or something like that, and it goes until like... I think it's like the 10th of January or something. Oh, I don't have any more points. I'm an idiot. I keep on forgetting to look at that. Right. So ends our day. New event issue. Forest fires have engulfed vast areas of southern Sudan. Send help. Sell help. Damn, I can't control the weather. Realistically, selling help would be something Trump would do. Sending help? I don't think so. Damn, I can't control
forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires. That's funny.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
I sold help. Alright, let's launch some nukes. No, that happens later on, but we are allowed to launch nukes. But, we haven't unlocked that ability yet. We got 6 points here, so let's use them on negotiations. Or trade deals, I should say. What is that place? Madagascar? Sure. Let's buy your lions. Okay.
We are finished. Ruined.
Yes, and all this before 11 in the morning. Speak fast. I don't care.
Speak fast.
Crisis chases crisis. Everything is falling into place. Only aliens are missing.
Aliens? As it happens, they already... To the point.
Your pretty long honeymoon in the Oval Office is over. The people are already bored. They strike, whine, protest, and plot against us.
What happened?
Where to start? With the bad news or the worst news?
Start with the bad news.
Please, don't just laugh. This is serious.
Show me. Mysterious people stick themselves to the exhibits with glue.
What? Hold on. What? How is this here? What are we talking about? That's serious? Okay, that's the bad news? What? Yeah, why is
this such a problem?
Because they blame you and your disregard for ecology.
Why do I sound like I sound like Dr. Phil?
Hey, Stu, you know what your problem is?
Anyway.
Right now, show me the worst one.
Take a look at this one. It's tragic.
You're probably exaggerating. People, be serious. This is dangerous. Where do you even get cannons from? Lake Michigan naval battle? Oh God, what can I do with this?
With this? Nothing. The milk has been spilled. However, you can't proceed to level the losses.
How?
Well, all the crises that affect you do not affect you directly. They mainly tarnish your image, but that's all. If you improve your image, these little slip-ups and all sorts of problems will flow over you faster.
So?
You know, sometimes one good law can convince progressive or conservative crazies to join you. First of all, check what they expect from you.
Sounds easy?
Yeah, easy. Huh, I hope so.
I will take care of it. No worries. Later, cardboard cutout.
Alright, what is that? That's just telling me my thingamy? Okay. Looks like we are done again for the day. World of Waves, new map events for your... Holy shit, there's a snowstorm outside. Alright, let's see. Oh, good lord. Alright. The intelligence agency of Uganda has been caught spying on U.S. politicians.
We'll let it slide, provided they share their findings.
What?
Hopefully they'll publish their findings. At this point, any harm done to the establishment is the benefit of regular people.
Yeah. Shit, what was the other ones? Was it Madagascar? Fuck, I don't even... There's one up here somewhere. Oh, here we go. A large server hub in Europe has caught fire, endangering the data of numerous international companies. Until the situation stabilizes, put limits on stock exchange. I'm sure Wall Street magicians are working on a strategy. No good crisis goes to waste, right? Big oof. Big oof. Oh my god. Well, how are we doing financially? We're doing okay financially. Our people are failing. So realistically, uh, we'll do this one. Now, there was another one up here somewhere, I believe. That's the problem. When there's 4 of those circles that come up... Oh, this again. All right, and then there was one more somewhere. I feel like it was down here.
Where are you, my little circle? Come out and play.
Not seeing it anywhere. We might have to forego the last one if I can't find it. Oh. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. All right, well, sorry.
You're not important enough to help.
Let's grab some more trade deals. My goal is to just make as many trade deals as possible with whoever I can. Probably not the way I should be playing this, but...
Let me tell you something. I'm all about making the money. Bringing in whatever I can.
There we go. Oh, I got an email. Good morning, Mr. President. I trust you had a chance to familiarize yourself with administrative nomination system overhaul. Was it to your liking? Would you like me to bring you the document for signing? I don't even know what it is, so yeah, let's do it. Let's see what it is. Administrative and nomination system overhaul. From now on, senior administration officials have the right to appoint a candidate of their choice for any position within their jurisdiction without having to hold a public recruitment process.
That sounds fantastic. Sign me up. Let's just do this. Let me just connect the dots here. Let's look at this fantastic signature, everybody. It's fantastic. Look at that. It's a wonderful signature, I'm telling you. All right, we're done with that, okay? Accept this. This is fantastic. I am fine with this.
What is down here? Oh, there you are. Thank you, game, for letting me know. What? There's nothing there.
Game, you are retarded, I'm telling you. There's nothing there. There's water in the ocean. What am I doing?
Oh, there we go. The leader of Comoros wishes to strengthen the relationship between our countries. He's invited you to join him personally.
Sure, why not? If he thinks I'll stoop to his level, here's another thing coming. I don't think my schedule will allow me to squeeze in a meeting. I'm sure you'll understand.
Why does that okay, but that's fucking... Huh. I feel I don't want to pick that one because it's going to give me minus 25 voters or whatever the hell it is, and I'm already pretty low on voters anyway. I'm in the yellow. That's going to put me in the red, so that's a bad idea. This will make relations with Comoros hostile. So I'll just put it down as I don't think my schedule will allow it. Yeah, that's all I can do. Somebody's at my door. Mr. President, it's time to finally fulfill one of your main election promises.
Do you mean telling people the truth about UFOs being nothing more than hundreds of weather balloons? There were so many, I don't think I remember even half of them.
Damn, this one was really easy, sir. It's your promise to build a Great Wall on the Mexican border.
Yeah, right, my voters fell in love with that idea.
I know, it's not going to be cheap or easy, but we can at least try.
Try.
Right. I've seen you already organized a task force to get it done more swiftly. Good. We need proper materials and a construction crew of reasonable size.
Anything to stop the Mexicans from entering our holy fatherland. Yeah, that's what I thought. As a solid president, I need to make some solid decisions.
When you say that, you sound almost exactly like that one German guy.
Who? Albert Einstein?
Oh my god. Oh, this game. Not quite. But let's focus on the task at hand.
Yes, go on, please.
Let's think about... Oh, looks like I have enough money to do this. That's good. Yes, let's go on. Yes, let's think about the money. We're talking about billions of dollars. Not 2, 3, but 15 to 20 billion in the cheapest option. We need to have really deep pockets.
Money is not the problem. I'm ready to throw anything we got at this thing. Let it grow as high as I was right after my prom. What? Billions for a freaking fence? With this economy right now, we just can't do it. I'm both sad and sorry.
We're gonna fucking build this wall. We're gonna do what Trump never could. All right. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Mr. President, I don't know if you're aware of it, but a bunch of people are waiting for you right now.
What? Are they my fans? Am I supposed to sign autographs or something? Are you talking about my family? Why are they all here? Did they finally find out what happened to Grandma?
No, but I guess they're just as savage. They are journalists.
Journalists, a whole bunch of them, just like...
Yes, it's a press conference, Mr. President.
But I don't want to go. I want to stay here. Let's use my stunt double. Do presidents have stunt doubles?
No, you have to go right now.
You leave me no choice, so okay, I'll go.
Press conference. Press on a jumping highlighted journalist to get a question. There are 3 ways to answer a question. Not answering in time means you've ignored this question. Thanks to you, Mr. President, the U.S. scientists are working overtime on the cloning technology so you can finally go fuck yourself. That's crazy. Alright.
I am ready.
Mr. President, you made us wait here for 2 hours. Do you hate press conferences or what?
No, I love them, but love requires patience.
Some of your recent statements made me think you were high or drunk making them. Am I right?
No, that's not how I wrote. Completely utter gibberish. Blah, blah, blah.
How are your current political decisions affecting you? They're more than happy.
They're very supportive people.
Do you think the media are on your side?
Definitely think. Hang on my every word. Okay, there we go. Excellent.
You're really desperate for that, aren't you? Oh, we are not done. We gotta...
Buy. Sell.
Alright. Let's do it, folks. Let's,
That was a fast press conference, lol.
Yeah, it is. That's just the first one. I mean, they get a lot bigger than that.
Trust me, we've seen nothing yet.
I'm on second term, by the way, in my save. So I made it past the first term of the elections, or the first term of office, and I got re-elected for a second term in my other save. I don't know if that's going to happen in this one, but we'll see. We'll see how stupid the American people are or aren't. Okay, and that's going to do it for that day. New BAP events await my inspection. Boom. Just the one. An angry mob just took over the capital in Estonia. Use this opportunity to remind U.S. citizens that violence is never the answer. Ominously offer your aid in addressing this manifestation of social unrest. If I succeed. Yeah. And we did it successfully. Fantastical. We are doing good, man. Look at that.
My voters went up. They were in the yellow. Now they're in the green. We're making progress. This is fantastic. Okay, let's nuke the planet. No.
Could you imagine? What a fantastic game, though. I gotta be honest. I really do love this game. It's a lot better than I was expecting it to be, that's for sure. Alright.
Open sesame!
What does this door go to? I'm guessing this goes to when we launch nukes. That is a lot of snow. What the hell's going on out there? Who the hell are you?
Good evening, Mr. President. I'm very sorry to tell you this, but there was an unfortunate incident in eastern Saudi Arabia. Sounds bad. What happened? One of our military drones hit the school, killing at least 22 people, and many of those were children. How should we handle this? Just blame Russia. We should apologize. We should blame ISIS for training children.
That's so racist. That is such a racist response. It killed children in Saudi Arabia, and they're going to be... We should blame ISIS for... What the hell is that response? What is that response? I mean, all three of these responses are freaking terrible. I don't even know what to say to this one. This is crazy. Fuck. Can I look at the percent? No, we can't look at the percentages. Oh, wait. It tells us the percentages. So negotiations would go down. It's already out at almost full, so it would only go down to 15. Okay, I guess that's the best one. I see. Should we go public with this right now?
Of course, but it's a complicated matter, so I need to write a statement. Yeah, I'll just screech about it.
I think let's do a speech. I think going on Truth Social and bitching about it or whatever is a very bad idea. But then again, we are Trump. Jesus, let's do a speech. Yes, the speeches. One of the best ways for great presidents to leave their mark in U.S. history. Fortunately, there's a whole squadron of talented writers to aid you with this task. Just drag and drop the intro, body, and closing of your choice onto the paper, and you're good to go. Good to go out there and change the world. So we want an intro. So these are our 3 intros we can choose.
I'm pleased to inform you that our great army has managed to destroy one of the most dangerous terrorist training camps in Saudi Arabia.
Wasn't it a school of children? So that makes no sense. That's idiotic to say.
In recent months, Russia fired at least 3 unprovoked strikes on Saudi Arabia. With great sadness, I must inform you that this time, one of their drones hit the school, killing at least 22 innocent children. I regret to inform you that our military forces in Saudi Arabia has made a terrible mistake. That mistake has cost the lives of at least 22 people.
All of this is bad. All of this is going to start a war. No matter what I say in this intro, it's just going to start a war. If I do that, it's going to start a war with Russia, because you're lying. If I do this, it's going to start a war with Saudi Arabia. And then if I do this, it's going to be the same. This is terrible. This is absolute. I figured that the speech would have been a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. I feel like that's something he would say.
Our great army.
Yeah, that's something he would totally say.
We'll do what we can to make sure such tragedies will never happen again. Those responsible will soon be prosecuted. Peace and stability cannot prevail in the region as long as the terrorists continue to spread their hate among children. The civilized world must send a clear message to the leaders of ISIS. Your campaign of terror ends now. Peace and stability cannot prevail in the region as long as Russia continues to attack civilians. The civilized world will send a clear and unified message to the Russian president. Your campaign of mayhem will no longer be tolerated.
I feel like that's the best.
I hope it was the last time Russia committed such a heinous act. Let's pray that the days of the Russian president are numbered.
That's terrible.
As long as I am president of the United States, the terrorists will never feel safe, no matter where they try to hide, so help me God. I'm sending my deepest condolences to all the families of the victims. I hope we can all learn from this mistake and be better people in the future.
There we go. I guess that'll do it, I suppose. Uh-oh. Is that Putin at the door? Alright.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. President, but this thing is already trending on Screecher, and...
What thing? Why is it trending? Am I missing out on by not knowing what's trending right this second? You're scaring me.
Yes, sir. Not living in the moment means being stuck in the past. We don't want that. Nuh-uh.
So tell me more quickly, what is it all about?
Should redheads be allowed to sing Christmas songs?
What? What? Why is this important? Oh my god. Out of all the things that are going on right now, there's places in the world in this game on fire, and this is what you want to... Oh my god. Fantastic. Yeah, let's figure this one out. Like,
That's a tough one, a real ball breaker, assuming most of them don't have souls. Well, there are many factors to be considered first. I don't mind a red-headed woman singing Christmas songs in December, but a red-haired guy singing that kind of song during the summer holidays makes me want to.
Both of these responses are stupid. I guess that one.
Oh, wait, sir, don't tell me this. Tell this to millions of people on Screecher and start trending as well.
Sure, it's not like I've got anything better to do.
This is literally President Trump simulator, man. This is crazy.
Redheads are just like you and me. Let them sing if they want to. Christmas songs are the worst thing that happened to us just after redheads.
Oh my god.
There is no place in the U.S. for the soulless. Let's get rid of the redheads.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you sound like an idiot. Well, I mean, I guess that works.
Deep inside, we're all redheads. I mean, our blood is red, right?
I feel like that's the best response. The other ones are just weird. And looks like that's it for the day. A new email has arrived. Do not disturb policy? What? Good morning, Mr. President. The law do not disturb policy is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself with it? Yeah, sure. Do not disturb policy. From now on, no U.S. official, civilian, as well as military, will no longer be required or even able to negotiate with terrorists. Groups and individuals connected to any terrorist organizations will only be contacted by U.S. officials if there is regulatory approval from the Department of Homeland Security. I guess. That seems
like a good law. Let me just scribble my...
I can see Trump putting a sign on his office door saying, "Do not disturb me and my wife are having relations."
There you go. Probably. I wouldn't put it past him for sure.
Let's buy some more places. Look at this. There's 6 for me to do. 6.
Of the let's see. What can we buy? Or sorry, trade with. I keep on saying
his wife doesn't like him.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like she doesn't for sure. I think she's only after him for his money, if I'm being honest. She's also Czechoslovakian or something. I can't remember what nationality she is. Maybe she's Russian. I don't know. But she's not American, so that's why, like, when he was doing that whole anybody not of American origin was going to be deported by ICE, a lot of Americans were like, well, why don't you deport your wife? Because, she's not American either. I don't really like to meddle in U.S. politics that much because I'm Canadian, so it doesn't. The only way it affects me is because of the tariffs that he's put on Canada, which were completely unnecessary. But aside from that, I am worried about my American friends. Don't get me wrong, but I have no more points. Why do I always do that? I never look at the fucking point system. All right. Oh, you're somebody new. Good morning, sir.
Welcome. I heard you had something important to discuss with me.
I feel bad for Erica Kirk. Have you seen the people messing with her?
No. Indeed, Mr. President. I was hoping you could ordain a presidential commission to investigate some problems threatening the future domestic U.S. market.
Go on. That sounds like a huge pain in the ass.
Go on. Go on, yeah. As you know, despite being the world's leading economic power, the U.S. is still facing several crises stemming primarily from globalization and rapid technological advancements.
Uh-huh.
It'd be naive to assume these problems will solve themselves, which is why I'd like you to put together 2 separate commissions to investigate and propose future action plans.
2 commissions? What work would that entail?
I'd like the first to research the future of our industry and propose viable strategies to help us fight job outsourcing and tech transfer. The second should concentrate on the growing income and wealth disparity.
Continue, please.
Oh God, scrolling. I believe
Apparently she's behind her husband's murder and having an affair. They're saying with JD, plus she doesn't act for someone who lost their head.
Interesting. I believe these to be the cornerstone issues threatening the sustainability of our economic system, and would argue that taking the first steps towards finding a solution might become one of the defining achievements of your presidency, even if resolving them would be impossible without decades of systemic change.
Okay, I see. You're very passionate about this, so what do you need from me?
I'd like you to outline how we should approach these issues. How do you think we should combat outsourcing plaguing the U.S. industry?
They lose someone.
Well, do you remember when why am I saying Trump? Do you remember when Shatner lost his wife? She drowned in like a pool or whatever, and he was like, his response was so just so weird. It was like, I came home. She had drowned in a pool. I don't know. I came home. She was in the pool. She drowned. I'm like, it was just weird. I remember this was way back in the day. This was like back in the 90s. How do you think we should combat outsourcing plaguing the U.S. industry?
I think we should take a more hands-on approach and research what legislative solutions we could use to control the trajectory of our industrial development.
He would never say that because that's too strong words for him.
We need to include the private sector in this debate and figure out the best way to incentivize businesses to remain in the U.S.
That's what he is doing right now, actually. Make America great again. Great. The commission should be led by the person most experienced in the industry. We can look for such a person among the cabinet ministers.
Sorry, find someone else. I need industry people in my cabinet. That's a good pick. You have my blessing.
Right. So, with that out of the way, do you have any opinion on the growing wealth gap in the U.S.? How do you think it should be addressed?
We must follow the example of wealthy European countries and consider the implementation of progressive economic reforms that might help us even the playing field. We have to reignite the entrepreneurial spirit of the American people. Let's take steps to ensure that their potential remains unhindered.
The American spirit, yeah. Bam. Understood. Just like before, we need to appoint someone to lead the committee. I believe I can find someone in your cabinet. Someone with the best understanding of the economy.
That's no good. I can't afford to lose that person. Very well. I'll have someone brief them on the situation.
Okay, noted. I think this is all I needed from you, sir. Thank you for your time. This was okay. All right.
Apparently you don't want me to talk. That's fine. I'm just going to go here and clicky, clicky, click.
All right. And that's it for the day. We're doing pretty good. Look at our ratings. They're really high. I was expecting to royally fuck this up, but apparently whatever I'm doing it good. Maintain 600 industry for at least 7 terms. Jesus Christ. I'm actually doing better than Trump right now. And I'm not even trying. That's the crazy part. I'm not even trying. I'm trying to, like, ruin the U.S. and I'm not even succeeding. Azerbaijan has been found guilty of violating numerous international environmental regulations. I've been looking for a scapegoat to pin some of our misdeeds onto. Enough finger wagging. Let's address the issue together. Let's sit this one out. All right. Let's see what this gets me.
Minus 25.
Makes them hostile. Bad idea. Minus 25. Plus 3 fundings to healthcare. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Looks like I got an email and somebody at the door. Good morning, Mr. President. The law rewarding public service contributors is waiting for your decision. Would you like to familiarize yourself? Yes. Let's check it out. Rewarding public service contributors. To make the whole political class feel fairly rewarded for all their hard work for this country, I've decided to increase their wages by 100% starting next month. What? No, I am not. I don't care that I'm trying to be like Trump. I am not accepting that. That is insane. That's going to eat up most of our wages. Why would I do that? That's insane. Who are you?
Hello, Mr. President. I'm here to discuss something of crucial importance for your upcoming re-election. Uh-oh, sounds serious? You could say so, sir, but every president has to go through that. It's best to try to emphasize the positive changes that happened during your presidency, especially in terms of international relations, peacekeeping, and pro-social policies your administration invested in. If you manage to express yourself in a careful and honest manner, I think it might not affect your ratings too negatively in this upcoming election. Yeah, that's really encouraging. There's still some time before the summit, so let's use that time to work on your statement. Just emphasize the achievements made by your administration. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Pass me the speech.
All right, we got to write a speech to get everybody to vote for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to see you. I still cannot believe how much I've managed to improve U.S. foreign relations in just a few years. Damn, I feel like a rock star. Distinguished guests, I'm sure many of you have already grown accustomed to my presence. Say what you will about me, but hardly any U.S. president has took as much interest in the inner workings of other nations. Members of the Assembly, it's an honor to be here. These past few years, I've worked tirelessly on the issues surrounding migration, and I hope my efforts have not gone unnoticed.
Sure.
I'd like to give a few words of advice to the enemies of the U.S. and the freedoms it represents. Eisenhower once said, "Beware of the military-industrial complex." You should take these words to heart, so that you do not slice yourself on the cutting edge of our military technology. I know that in the past, the U.S. has often been called out for its imperialistic tendencies.
They spelled that wrong.
And frivolous engagement in military conflicts. I've always taken these criticisms very seriously, and I made it my mission to prove to the world that the U.S. can change.
And finally,
let me state the obvious. The U.S. is a military superpower. As such, we feel responsible for maintaining the balance of power in our world. Our allies depend on us. We invest in our military so that you do not have to.
Alright, and ending.
As for my role as the leader of the greatest nation on earth, I am making sure that the younger generation receives the best education in U.S. history. As for the American industry, I've made serious investments towards bringing jobs back to the U.S. and promoting our exports worldwide.
That's what he's doing right now, actually.
As for the American people, I know they appreciate the efforts I put in the modernization of U.S. public infrastructure.
I think this is the best one, because he's doing it right now. Alright. Oh! Our president has given a speech. Has it struck a chord? Our president's opening statement could be paraphrased as,
"Careful, I've been watching you," which would be an
anonymous statement if any of the attendees took it seriously. The matter was only made worse by the audible snickers coming from the representatives of Russian Federation. Unsurprisingly, the warning our president included in the main portion of his speech has sparked quite extreme reactions. Many speakers interpreted it as a challenge to discuss their own technological advancements and the ever-narrowing gap between the U.S. and the rest of the world. Whether these remarks were accurate or not, questioning the efficacy of U.S.'s war machine would be unthinkable a few decades ago. A clear sign that the times are changing, and not a good look for our president. The president also managed to elicit some snickers with his closing remarks, where he briefly mentioned how much he did for the U.S.'s industry. It's common knowledge that the outsourcing of jobs and consolidation of wealth by international corporation has left the average U.S. worker in a dire situation. Everything can be bought up more easily and cheaply abroad, and it's going to take more than good intentions to change that. It's time to wake up, Mr. President. Fair enough.
Fake news. Like this says fake breaking news, it should say fake news, okay? Fake news, it should be saying right here, okay? Fake news.
Alright, anyway. We got a place here. Whoop. Oh, come on. There we go. There are rumors of routine human rights violations in El Salvador. Make it clear that the U.S. will not tolerate such actions. Inquire if the U.S. could open up a secret prison there. Pfft, okay. World's a cruel place. That's... okay. Let's... And now that we've done that, let's... Where was that located? Can we buy that place now? I think we would be able to. Yes. Or not buy it. I keep saying buying. What I mean to say is trade deals. We're not buying the state.
Trade deals make the world go round, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's, we can't do Canada yet, but fuck Canada, as they say in modern day America.
I don't agree with that, obviously, because I am Canadian, but I'm not playing a Canadian in this. I'm playing as Trump. Alright, and that's it. Oh, we got somebody at the door. Who the hell are you? Some disturbing news from Europe, I'm afraid.
Bring it on! I haven't been deeply disturbed since the first wave of found footage horror movies. Whose fault is it this time? Europe is always full of two-faced backstabbers, if you ask me.
Movies? What does horror movies have to do with anything? Okay, whatever. Boris Nupagadi, sir, he's mad that UE leaders stopped inviting him to their private parties, so he is now threatening many European countries with sanctions.
Sounds like your classic Boris. Did he move from words to deeds? He can't accept that he's growing old. Instead of playing with his grandchildren, he wants to party, have sex with women half his age, and create mayhem.
He's mad Trump didn't invite him to his tea party.
Basically. Could you imagine? He just talks like the Mad Hatter.
Oh, Mr. President, I'm very mad that you didn't invite me to your tea party. I'm very angry.
Yes, to some extent. Russia stopped exporting platinum to all of Europe.
Not great, not horrible. Can we help them somehow? King of Bling wants to make other countries look poor in comparison. Maybe we should make some deal with the EUE at this point.
Sir, the U.S. is one of the largest exporters of platinum worldwide, so we can sell even more of it to Europe and make good money fast. But we can also encourage them to reason with the Russian president and defuse this conflict before it's too late.
Money is the only thing that speaks to me. Let's increase our platinum export to Europe, and Boris can cry himself to sleep as far as I'm concerned.
That sounds like a really bad idea. That'll cause a war, I think.
The political stability of the two continents is at stake here, so we have to be smart, sensitive, and careful. The best option is to convince the Russian president and the European leaders that now is not a good time to act like children.
Keep them separated. After the Russian president Boris Nupagadi decided to halt platinum export to all of EU, the situation in Europe was quite tense. Some say that Nupagadi felt deeply hurt not receiving his invitation to the World Leaders Ball this year, but others claim this is all NATO's fault for some reason. Thank God that our president decided to act like a grown man and now wants to be the mediator between the two sides. Let's all hope this crisis will come to an end soon. Oh, well, I'm not acting like Trump this time, that's for sure. If I did that. Alright, everything's in the green, though. That's crazy. I'm still doing pretty well. Oh, is this my wife? Yeah, this is your character's wife in the game. President's wife. Hi, we need to talk about...
Kevin? Here we go again.
No, what? Who's Kevin?
I don't know, there are surely lots of Kevins. There's the one from Home Alone movies. The tasty one, Bacon, the one from...
You seem distracted. Were you watching porn when I walked in? Is that why you're acting like that?
I was watching a guy singing that he can't fit his hand in a Pringles can. That's it. Why are you here? What is it that you want to talk about?
Women's rights.
I'm sorry, I don't think that I can handle this right now. They exist, as far as I know, but go on, I'm listening.
You know damn well what I'm talking about. New Texas abortion law is forcing women to have children of rape no matter what.
It's horrible, of course, but this thing is not settled yet. The Supreme Court, well, some say Texas is a state within a state, or was it? What happens in Texas stays in your head for too long. In other words, they're just doing their thing.
Both of these responses are pretty bad, if I'm being honest. Is working on it, and so on. Yeah, I've heard about that, but many women will suffer. I'm afraid. So I want you to do something, anything, at least express some opinion.
Okay, I'll try to talk some sense into them, even though I hate press conferences. Suffering is an inherent element of life. If they don't want to keep their rape babies, giving them up for adoption is the best solution. That's all I have to say. End of discussion.
That's terrible. I'm not saying that. What the fuck? Some of these choices are so bad. Alright. Mr. President, the new Texas abortion law creates a lot of controversies, isn't that right?
Sadly, yes, it's one of the worst ideas for women's...
And what does your wife think about this?
She's deeply worried, just like I am.
Don't you think it's cruel to force women to have rape babies?
It is, but some sick people get off on having power over women.
Do you think the Supreme Court should block this new abortion law?
Of course, any other decision will shock me.
All right. We've got 6 points to allocate. Whew, this game, man. It's really in your face, isn't it? Can I even get any other places here? I feel like... oh. I feel like we can't grab anything else at the moment. Country relations with the U.S. must be open. Country, what does that say? Country has active action. Oh, because I'm already, okay, so anyone that has a dollar sign, obviously. That makes sense. I think that's it. I think... oh, I got that one there. All right. Whew. A new message has arrived in our email. Good morning, Mr. President. I trust you had a chance to familiarize yourself with creating permanent financial fraud registries. Was it to your liking? Would you like me to bring you the document for signing? Yes. Creating permanent financial fraud registries. If a person has been found guilty of committing financial fraud, they shall be permanently placed in a federal register, freely accessible to all citizens of the U.S. In cases of dispersed responsibility or an institutional crime, the record will still mention the given person's links to the case, although explicitly stating they have not been found guilty. Yeah.
Let me just connect the dots. Okay, there we go. All right, put that away. And I accept. This is a great one. Let's do it.
Hello, sir. Do you have a minute?
Good morning. Yes, how can I help you?
I'm here to talk about your public image, sir. I was contacted by one of the major networks, and there seems to be an opportunity to connect with the younger citizens in a unique, albeit risky, way.
Risky? What do you mean?
Sir, how do you feel about roasting?
Oh, I love this style of comedy.
What the fuck?
Well, as you could probably guess, you have been invited as a guest. It might be a good opportunity to show that you have a sense of humor and show you as a good sport overall. But I have to warn you, sir, these comedians can be pretty rough. It's definitely a good opportunity to get closer to the people, but only if you are certain that you will not lose your cool.
That's true. I don't think it's worth the risk. Don't worry, I can handle it myself. Let's do it. Press conference.
Let's try it. I feel like this is going to end very badly, but we'll see. Welcome our guest, the man, the legend, but mostly the myth, Mr. President.
Happy to be here.
I'm shocked that anyone wanted to be your running mate. You must have offered pretty good dental to reel in a VP. At least your wife blows you now. All it takes is an executive order. She knows her place. This guy doesn't even know how much 2 + 2 × 2 is. Mr. President, you fucked the voters, you fucked the economy. Who's next on your list? Some lucky intern, I bet.
You know it.
Thanks to you, Mr. President, U.S. scientists are working overtime on the cloning technology, so you can finally go fuck yourself.
Tremendous. I love science.
Seriously, how do you wash your feet? Rag on a stick?
I just got the Pope to do it for me.
Sir, I couldn't help to notice that you have become quite buoyant. Then again, how else would you avoid drowning in your own bullshit?
I'm still not as fat as your mother.
They say that money doesn't bring happiness with you in charge. I doubt we will ever have a chance to verify that.
You just wait.
And one more thing. The Middle East is not to blame for your midlife crisis.
But they will still pay.
Finally, let's all thank Screecher. Without it, we'd have a different guest.
You're just jealous because you have 712 million less followers than me.
Jesus Christ. Since you stepped into the office, U.S. citizens have experienced unprecedented upward movement, mostly to Canada. I'd go too if I wasn't banned. Haha. 12 of 12. Look at that. Fantastic. Only 5 down, so I answered most of those perfectly. Okay, fantastic. Whew. I got 6 points left to spend. Shit. I literally think I've made trade deals with everyone I can now. Alright, let's just end the day. Ralphia is a new country no one has ever heard of, but acknowledging it became a thing among the heads of state. What? Sir, I'm here to talk about The Wall.
That Pink Floyd album? How come? Is it anything like talking to a wall?
Pink Floyd album. No, Mr. President, I mean your wall, your Great Wall, which one day will maybe even better than China's Great Wall.
I'm all ears.
Everything goes according to plan. Some of the construction crews are replacing the old useless fence, while the others are building the new one in the area that was lacking in the first place.
Amazing, but I'm sensing a butter coming. So, no problems at all, really? I must be dreaming then.
Yes, sadly, there is a but.
I knew it.
More money is really a must at this point. Last time we didn't include some additional costs, like maintenance of the existing fence, as well as border patrol agents who guard the area. We can use drones instead of real human agents, but it means even higher costs.
Anything for my sweet voters. I want this beauty to be the best wall money can buy. Holy Mother of God, we're broke. We can't afford to throw even more billions of dollars at this stupid wall. I'm afraid we're not going to stick our landing this time around.
I'm going to say yes on that. So, which one will it be? Standard Border Patrol agents who need to eat and sleep, or the latest craze? AI-operated drones working 24/7, but more expensive than regular people.
Drones are better than people, but also have no moral objections, which is perfect. I don't want to go way over budget. Just hire the agents and let them do their job.
Drones.
I am Donald Trump and I am a Borg Resistance's reptile.
Resistance and reptile, that's funny. Damn, dude, I successfully did everything. I just got like 3 billion trophies just now. Killer drones on the border. Our president made a potentially psychotic decision to use the AI-operated military drones to patrol the Mexican border. As if building his stupid and expensive wall wasn't enough, now he comes up with this type of shit. Yes, I use the word shit. What are you going to do now? Shoot me? My parents were both immigrants, so maybe you should send one of your drones to hunt us down. Huh, Mr. President? Why would you say that in an article? So weird. Oh, you failed your presidential promise. You sense a subtle change in atmosphere. Achieve 1,000 society rating. Oh, well. If that's the only thing I failed, I'm doing pretty fucking good, I'd say.
Good morning, Mr. President. Did you call me?
Yes,
what happened? What happened? What do you mean, sir? My phone is being bombarded with notifications from my social media. If it's another scandal.
Oh, that. I wouldn't worry too much. The primaries are just around the corner, and everybody's focused on the current frontrunner, you, Mr. President.
Is that so?
Every major player understands that winning is impossible without undermining you first. Not to mention the number of clicks that the media generates by antagonizing you. So it's only natural your feed is blowing up with accusatory screeches.
So what should we do? Should I just ignore it?
That's one option, sure, but at the same time, please remember that's a form of power struggle. It might be a good opportunity to put down the haters and further secure your position within the party.
Your point being?
Whoops.
Perhaps dropping a few witty comments here and there wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd focus on trending screeches accusing you of dishonesty or not keeping your presidential promises.
The primaries are not the time to get into a shouting match, but addressing misplaced criticisms would make you seem courageous and involved. That might actually increase my chances for re-election. Okay, let me take a look.
Security experts praise the border wall for its efficient construction process and modern safety measures. Read more here. Reply.
Well, what do the critics say? They seem to have gotten awfully quiet all of a sudden.
Damn, what a mic drop.
Mr. President, you've shown us that as a country we can do everything we put our minds to. And look at that cookies. I like cookies. Cookies are fantastic.
All right, anyway. Stay tuned for our brutal analysis of universally loved and other promises made by the current administration. What? What is universally loved? Oh, okay. Shouldn't that be left to the experts? A word of advice. Unclench your jaw. Make sure you're not keeping any tension in your body before replying. This smells of a shitpost. Former VP High and Mighty is a great example of playing fast and lose with the truth. I sure hope Prez applies some ointment to the burnt area. Okay, so I failed that one. I hate how people's attention is being monetized and weaponized. Why would anyone partake in this farce at this point is beyond me. Consistently high tech. What a disaster. Are we to repeat it? My tarot card says yes. Future is dim and full of lies.
Reckless or not, I just followed the voice of the people and made sure it wasn't being ignored.
Good point. What a way to alienate a portion of your voter base.
Wait, so believing in something is embarrassing now? Nice. It was fine. We did fine.
We'll see during the elections. Yup,
goodbye. Fantastic. Great as always to have you here, cardboard cutout.
Since we're close to the elections, maybe I should go and tell the elections and then do the second term next stream. One new message. Implementing civil servant responsibility protocol. Let's check it out. Implementing Civil Servant Responsibility Protocol. This document outlines the new firearm training program for selected public servants to help them prevent mass shootings, acts of violence, and other dangerous occurrences taking place in their workplace. This specifically applies to public school principals, teachers, secretaries, lunch workers, bus drivers, and coaches. I bring some bad news, Mr. President.
As usual, what is it this time?
German cars. The Chancellor of Germany said that his country would no longer export their vehicles to the U.S. for the time being.
Yeah, and why is that? I don't give a damn. Prius is the only car brand I can think of right now, and it doesn't sound German at all.
It's because of that joke you made a couple of days ago. You said that Germans aren't funny. They don't have any sense of humor. You said that lawnmowers sound better than the German language. Wow, what the fuck?
All of which is true. Why the outrage then? Did I? I didn't mean any of that. Should I say I'm sorry and get it over with?
Yes. The Chancellor of Germany was a very successful stand-up comedian before he took office. He's sensitive about the German sense of humor. Germans not being funny and all that.
I get it. I'll try to screech the most sincere apologies I can think of.
He was a former stand-up comedian, so we'd probably do funny.
That thing I said about Germans not having a sense of humor, I'm sorry, I was deeply wrong. In fact, I just found out that the German leader was a stand-up comedian and he was one of the funniest guys in Europe. I know I said that lawnmowers sound better than the German language, but I was talking about my lawnmower, which speaks fluent French. I'm sorry, Germany.
Okay.
I hate when some ignorant moron talks about shit he doesn't know shit about, just like me talking about Germany. Hitler was not funny, but he wasn't even German to be precise. Most Germans are killing it on a comedy scene, I hope.
Some of these are so weird. Let's hope he finds that funny.
Mr. President, are you ready?
Ready for what?
For your interview.
Huh? Wait, what interview?
You know, the one that I've been talking about for the past few days? The one that's going to be televised live and could be crucial to your re-election? Rings a bell? Wait, you familiarized yourself with the interview script I left in your office, right?
I was just about to do it.
Why did you think I cleared your morning schedule, Mr. President?
To give me some shut-eye? I thought it was a token of friendship. Who knows with you anyway?
Okay, whatever. No need to panic just yet. We have a minute or two for a short briefing before the camera crew sets up.
Good. So what do I need to know? I'm tired of all these briefings. Call them in. I'll figure it out as we go.
First of all, the interview will be aired on Eco World News Network, with the overarching question being, how has your presidency affected the trajectory of the U.S. economy and industry? Don't worry, sir. I've handpicked the questions to make sure they provide you with an opportunity to brag a little. After all, many Americans rely on broadcasts such as this. One, to get a better grasp on the U.S.'s situation, broadly speaking, so it's a great way to garner some support.
That's a relief.
That said, the interview is going to be analyzed live by a panel of experts, meaning that none of your answers will escape scrutiny.
But I'm not prepared. What do I do? What if I do not know the answer to the question?
I've got your back, Mr. President. While it's too late to memorize the script I prepared, I'll discreetly provide you with the relevant data to help you pick your answer.
Okay, but I'm still not...
They're here now, Mr. President. Relax, and I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Just don't lie or overshare, especially if you're being asked about something that's not your strong suit. A bit of radio silence is not the end of the world.
Got it. Let's do this. Good morning, Mr. President. Thank you for finding the time to talk with me. You're very welcome. So let's get the ball rolling. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, smile.
Hello, the interview is about to begin. It may influence the results of your upcoming election. There will be limited time to answer the questions. The question will be displayed in the window above. You can already see what the first question will look like. On the left is a yellow card with hints. This card shows the facts. Don't try to lie either. The media will definitely notice. Each question will have 2 blanks. You can fill in both if you feel you have nothing to be ashamed of in this question. You can fill in just one field and move on to the next question by pressing the That's All button. Or you can ignore the question if you think it will only bog you down. Good luck. Okay, so his first question is, first I'd like to ask you, who was the driving force behind this administration's economic reforms?
It was all thanks to the Count's my personal involvement in the matter, as well as the counsel of my...
Well, the U.S. Blank North. Well, the U.S. Are you happy with the stability of our system? The U.S. industry nor its economy experienced. Our economy will remain the dominant. What's the future of the U.S. economy? Our economy will remain dominant thanks to
our global influence and effective investments.
No, bad. That was bad. How? The future of U.S. industry depends on
innovation and foreign cooperation.
Just trust me and my cabinet. I've heard it described as... how would you describe your administration's investment strategy?
Highly diversified and exceedingly advanced.
Certainly the effect it had on our foreign affairs. Oh, shit, now I understand how this works. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'd say, okay. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, I had fun, actually.
Well, I screwed most of it up because I didn't catch on what I was doing at first. Well, with that out of the way, I guess I should be going.
It was a pleasure working with you. Take care.
All right, we are at 2 hours and 34 minutes, guys. I think that's going to do it for tonight. So let's do a save. All right, I thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. Thank you to Stu's Game Reviews, James, and everybody else who watched tonight, and everybody who watched after the fact. It's greatly appreciated to have you all here. I wish I could go back to the main menu. Doesn't look like I can. Yeah. That rain effect is really annoying. Let me just see if I can turn down those sound effects so I can do my outro. There we go. Let's do that. All right, there we go. That's better. So thank you very much to everybody being here and everybody watching after the fact. It's greatly appreciated. This is a really interesting game. Now, I guess it's been out for a while. I had never really heard of it. I watched like a trailer of it, and it looked interesting. I didn't think it was going to be this good. So it's actually better than I expected, and it's a lot of fun, and it's hilarious. It doesn't take itself too seriously, which is nice. And I don't know, it's just very addictive. So I really appreciated this game, and I really appreciate you all being here. And again, remember, if you like what you see, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Greatly appreciated once again. We'll do this again real soon. We're coming close to our election, so that's going to be a lot of fun to see how that turns out. I think we're going to do good, but we'll see. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you soon at the Gamers Grotto. Take care once again. Have a good one. I'm going to rest my voice because I've been doing all these voices for the entire stream. Yeah, we'll do this again real soon. Tune in over the next couple of days. I'm sure we'll either come back to this or another game. Take care and have a great night, guys. We'll see you soon.